Okay, well, we got audio this time. Fortunately, I caught it immediately. When I started recording, there was no audio. The light on my microphone was not flashing, so it was just a 30-second video. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Arthur Beerstan, back on the Infinity server, Infinity Evolved server, hosted by Zuku0. Still don't have a server name, so that's what it is for now. I've been a busy beaver. Let's see, journey map? Yeah, I don't know why it's not filled in between, but I went over and found this village, amongst other things, did a little exploration, found a village. There's lots of good stuff still over there, but my inventory was too full, so I couldn't bring all the good stuff back with me. I'll have to make another trip for sure. Let's sleep real quick, get the bad nasties away from us. I forgot that we can do that. I don't ever sleep normally when I play Minecraft, so there's no real reason. Hang on a second here. You can't hear it, but I've got sound in my headphones. So, I made a smeltery. Some of that actually didn't use anything from the village smeltery, but I did bring back a fair bit of blocks, so we can expand that if we need to. Got a little pool going here with a petal apothecary. Got a couple of pure daisies that I plopped down around I've been using to make things. Made, 4 day blooms and put them here around this mana pool and got what I could get out of them before they went away. And then I made 4 hydrangeas and put them around this little unit and got what I could get out of them before they went away. And now, I don't have them on me, but I made 2 thermalilies, and I'm just waiting on gunpowder. I think I got a bunch of it now. Because you gotta put gunpowder in this little pool, and it makes some kind of magical dust that's an ingredient in a lot of the flowers. So, what I've been doing is hanging out in my house as night falls and waiting for a couple of creepers to spawn, and then sleeping, and then waiting to wake up, and the creepers are typically still there in the morning. You can run out and kill them and get a little gunpowder. Make a couple of flowers every day anyway. I went and did a fair bit of mining. Finally found some diamonds. Got 13 or 14 diamonds. So I want to make an enchanting table. I think I made a book to do that with. But what we need for that is obsidian, unfortunately. I forgot to mine obsidian while I was down in the depths. Got some pretty good stuff. We're starting to get established here. Found an apiarist in the villager. In the village rather. Let's see. I don't think I've made a dolly yet, have I? No. 14 diamonds. So we just need to get ourselves some obsidian. We got plenty of iron. There's no worries there. That's, we see we got a pile cooking up, and I think a little bit more still in here, so no worries there. Looks like we're finally out of fuel here. Let's get some coal. We can keep that process going. I don't need to do that. Okay. We just need iron and a plank. Oops. No, it doesn't work with chiseled planks. What about... Oh, there we go. I was going to try a jungle or a redwood plank, but it doesn't look like we've got any. No bigs. This will get full fast. But there's a new flower. Botania's got a flower called something, I don't know. It eats drones. What? That's rude. It eats drones, which is fantastic because drones are worthless. After a while, you just end up with stacks and stacks, and you're voiding them, or die. Stupid skeleton guy. That's the problem with living under a tree, I'm finding, is that the mobs just like to hang out here. So I'm going to have to investigate some kind of technology, some way to keep the mobs away, a magnum torch or lots of light. I don't know what we're going to do there. The unfortunate thing is I'm getting all set up here, and that village that I found has a great big tree, like literally right next to it, and I'm thinking, really? That's a much better tree than the one I'm living in. But I don't particularly want to move. I don't like moving. I thought I had an axe. Moving bases sucks. I'd do it, but only if I have to. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, we'll just make an axe. No big deal. Again, if you're just tuning in... Oh, okay, so a couple of things. The last episode was supposed to be 2 episodes, and I mentioned it even in the video that I was cutting, and it didn't cut. I set things up the way I wanted them, and then without understanding what I was doing, I was just looking at something casually, and I clicked something, and without noticing it, it reset all the settings back to the old settings of the profile I had been using before. So the setting where it says every time I hit pause, save the video and start a new video, it didn't catch. So I hit pause and it just kept going. So, but I've got it set up now, and I've got the profile properly saved, and we shouldn't have any further issues with that. So the first episode was a little long, but what are you gonna do? Not really the end of days. Whoa. Really? Try this. Just want to actually more to get these trees out of here than I don't particularly need the wood at the moment, but I don't want all these trees so close. There's probably a lot of mobs coming from here. Where are you at? It takes a long time to chop things when you're hanging out on the side of a tree. So, and the other thing, after we talk about problems with video, which wasn't really a problem, it's just gonna be a slightly, I can't reach that. Gonna be a slightly longer video than we might otherwise have wanted or expected. But the other thing is just a reminder. This particular series that I'm doing here is just filler. There is no plan. There is no promise. I'm just going to hit record, and whatever happens, happens. I'm not trying to make this to be anything special. I'm expecting that there will be those sorts of activities on this server, and they will not be a part of this series. They will be somehow separated out as co-op activities or joint videos, or I don't know exactly how that's all going to pan out. I'm really looking forward to it, though. I have to say, I'm very excited. I really want to thank Zuku0 for inviting me to his server. I'm having a good old time. I like to play on servers because I like for other people to be able to experience my builds. And that's not like arrogance or pride or anything. I will freely admit that I have some issues with those two things. A little bit arrogant, a little bit prideful, but that's not where I'm coming from. Really, in this case, it's just that, you know, I spend probably hundreds of hours on most of my builds. I mean, literally, no joke, hundreds of hours. And it just makes it seem a lot more rewarding if I can share that with people. You know, if somebody can see what I've done, maybe learn from it, maybe benefit from it in some way, be entertained by it, whatever. I mean, you know, count the benefit any way you want to. But I like to see, I like community, which of course is like kind of the point of a server. I like to build community. I like to hang out in community. You know, okay, I see. That's weird, but it works. So that's the real reason. my reasoning anyway as to why I prefer to share my builds with people. And I mean, you know, all modesty aside, I like to think my builds are pretty cool, quite frankly. I get enough compliments that I have to assume it's not just me. The response to this series, to the Galactic Science series, has been fantastic, guys. I can't even say how much I appreciate everyone's feedback and comments, and it's been really positive. People have said that, you know, they've been learning a lot because I tend to nitpick details instead of like, which is weird because that's the opposite of me in real life. In real life, I'm a broad strokes guy. I don't like to deal with details. I like to deal in concepts and ideas and very broad strokes, and then let other people handle details. In Minecraft, I get sucked in. I get sucked in. In fact, sometimes I get stuck so long building the same project that I never do anything new. I spend a lot of time never getting to the end game on a lot of mods, a lot of mod packs, a lot of maps, because it's not the goal. The goal is just to dig in and see how things work. And you know, if I get to the end of the mod, then that's so much the better, but that's not usually my focus. So yeah, there's no promises regarding this series. I don't promise to be entertaining. I don't promise to talk necessarily. I may or may not at any given time. I might just shut up and play the game for a while, and if that's the case, then you know, like I said, it's just kind of a filler. You watch it or don't. I'm not the Galactic Science. I'm going to continue to edit and produce a little bit, if you will, just a little bit, you know, cuts and stuff to maintain production value. But this, nothing, no promises at all. Just going to play the game and talk about it. Or I might talk about something else. I might talk about something else entirely. I might even just play the game and dub over this video later. I'm at a point, kind of frankly, where I don't know what to do. I can continue with Botania. Right now we need to automate some thermal lilies, which is going to require some sort of flammable material, so we're going to need to have a wood farm or a charcoal generator or something like that. The thermal lilies won't burn in lava buckets, so we can't do that. They won't burn anything that returns a byproduct, so they won't return an empty bucket. They won't burn lava to begin with. So I don't really know. Typically the first thing I build... Valiant. Really? Well, I don't have a beealizer. We could make a beealizer. We should, because if we're gonna, like, that's a good thing, but we want to make sure we know what we're dealing with at this point. So in order to make a beealizer, we're gonna need a carpenter from forestry. It's not just a crafting recipe. It's got to be in the machine. Well, let's see what that's gonna take. They're pretty simple. It's usually just a lot of bronze. Oh, and good spelling helps. Carpenter. Bronze, 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 and 8 more bronze. So 14 bronze and some glass. Yep. Got some copper. We need, let's see, bronze. Bronze ingot, bronze dust. There we go. So it's got to be pulverized. Copper, copper, copper. Oh, so it's 1 per. So that gets us 4. We'll have to make 4 batches, so we need 12 copper and 4 tin. 12 copper and 3 tin. 12 and 4. It is 4. Which is going to get us, yeah, okay, that's good. I think it's going to be easier just to put it in here. Rather than put it in the smeltery. I don't have an ingot cast or anything. I wasn't even planning on making an ingot cast because I'm not planning to use the smeltery to double ore. The pulverizer is better because you've got a 10% chance at a secondary output, which you do not get from, like this ferrous metal, that all came from iron. I do have a little bit of ferrous ore. There's somewhere in here, I think. Well, a couple of them. But I thought I had more. Maybe I already smashed it up, probably. But I haven't even cooked that up, those two, because I got so much out of the iron that I don't really need it. The only thing we really need that ferrous for is to make Invar, which is a much needed resource for certain aspects, certain portions of the game, but otherwise is basically useless. There we go. Go like that. Bronze. Oh dear, I think I've got a second furnace here. Yeah. More iron. No shortage of the iron. Not a lot of coal. I didn't really mine a lot of coal when I was out mining. I was after metals. I was really just went mining. Well, I was after diamonds. But mostly I just went for a change of pace because I kind of got stuck. Like I said, you know, I don't really... Well, here's the thing. Okay, I'm not stuck. That's what I was talking about with a wood farm. Like, typically the first thing I do on a new map is build a tree farm. And then I automate the tree farm, and then I automate the production of charcoal, and then that powers everything until I can get a big generator going, or a big reactor going. I usually skip the big reactor, actually. With forestry installed, it's pretty much pointless. I can make a tree farm, a 7x7 tree farm, that'll power like 3 or 4 steam turbines, the same as a reactor would. So it's really doesn't make any sense, I don't think, to build a big reactor. It's just a lot of extra work and resources for nothing, because it's real easy to breed up some forestry trees. You just get an oak tree that's got some good stats on it, and you cross it with a cherry tree, because the cherry trees produce fruit on every leaf block instead of, you know, just a random 3 or 5 or whatever % chance you got at building the apple. And then you just kind of slowly pick your way through the trees. You get them tall, and you get them, you know, give them a 2x2 girth, and pretty soon you've got one of these things. Well, not quite, but almost one of these things. You got a 3x3 tree that grows like 30 blocks tall and produces like 8,000 apples. And then the apples get turned into fuel. It's not even about using wood in that farm setup. You can actually do that both ways. You can use the wood and the charcoal to power some solid fuel boilers, and then you can use the apples and such to make biofuel. Apples and saplings, and the wood is just free. Or you can turn it into charcoal, like I said, but I don't even usually do that. I just make biofuel and have wood. So I don't know, like, that's the normal progression for me, and it works fantastically well, but it's not really a lot of fun to do the same thing every time. The only reason I can think of really to build that setup here on this map is because I've never filmed it before. Nobody's ever seen it. People get pretty impressed when they come by and they're like, how do you run all this stuff? And I'm like, you see that 7x7 tree farm over there? That's how. It runs it all. That's what's running my whole base. And they're like, what? You can run quarries and laser drills and all that stuff off of trees? Oh yeah. And it's crazy efficient. So maybe I'll work on that. But I don't know that I want to make that my primary source of power. The other thing, the other side of that argument is that a lot of times I'm a very tech heavy builder. Not even a lot of times. I mean, that's just every time. I love technology in this game. I like machines and factories and great big builds, and I'm trying to break away from that a little bit. And go to this kind of magic. You can see, like, I've got these pathways spread out. I'll be moving the torches soon and getting some kind of more decorative lighting. I'm trying to make this kind of feel like a garden. I got this cleared out, so we got our wheat field over there, and we're just gonna keep planting. And I don't really want to clutter the place up with a bunch of technology, nor do I want to fill my tree up with a bunch of technology. I kind of want to stick to the magic. So the question then becomes, how do we do this? How do we create power? How do we get all this done? We got no glass. Oh, there's a baby. Yeah, that's the other thing about this series. Now, with Galactic Science, most of the time, I sit and I wait and I don't play and I hang out until baby's asleep and mama's gone and nobody's making noise and there's no background distractions. I'm not going to do that with this episode, with this series either. If there's a TV on in the background, I apologize, but this is my life. If there's a baby crying in the background, that's just what it's going to be. Again, like I was saying, it's just no promises on this one. Sweet Symphonies, join the game. Welcome. It's nice to let people know that they're on, just so they can filter themselves a little bit in the chat if they choose to. Personally, I don't care. I choose not to swear a lot in my videos, but you'll hear it from time to time. It'll creep out. Oh dear, that is not a happy baby. Okay, so the carpenter's gonna need some power. I think we can put it here, and yeah, okay, good. Oh dear. Squeaker-doo. Okay, there we go. She's not really ready to wake up. She just wanted her bottle. Okay, now, what do we need for a bealizer? Tin, redstone, diamond, glass panes. We can do all that. Get some glass panes. Get some redstone and a diamond. And 4 tin ingots. Oh, we got more. Okay, just a different kind. Oh dear. Wow. I'm not sure what her deal is. She's just waking up cranky. So then what we gotta do is diamond, redstone. Oh. Oops. Make some glass panes. Oh, she sorted herself out. I think she was having a bad dream maybe or something. I think we need a second bucket of water is why that's not working. Whew, and here we are just hanging out with the door open. Sketchy. There we go. Make it. We don't have any fuel for this thing, which means we're going to need a centrifuge also. Probably going to need more bronze. Centrifuge, copper, and 8 bronze. Okay. Goodness. Nice thing is the forestry machines, pretty much like the next one we need is going to be 610, and the same, pretty much all the same machines. And then there's like the advanced tier, which is pretty much the same thing, but just a little bit more tricky. So we need 6 more bronze. 6 and 2. Oh, this is gonna be Sweet Symphonies was slain by Enderman. Wah wah. That's too bad. It's so easy to die in this world. I've already bit it a few times. Mostly right out the gate, but I died in that village and had to run all the way back over there. The nice thing is I wasn't suffocating while I was doing it, so there's the good news. Oh, what else did we need? We need two more glass. 2 glass and 6 copper. Bing. Let's go ahead and rest. We need daylight. Oh, we can't rest now because homeboy's on. Oh. Nice. Okay. 50% is all it took. As long as nobody else gets on the server, then we're good. One more. Ding. Oh. Wait. 2 more. I was thinking 6. We need 8. We gotta make that sturdy casing. Oh, goodness. T.O. Ash 94. I didn't even see you come in. Is there like a bunch of people on the server or something? What's going on? Nope, not really. There we go. Centrifuge. Looks like we're gonna need more power now. Got this guy on standby. Let's put him right in the middle so we can put 4 machines around it. Ding. I made a mine shaft. This is, I really like this. It's a little bit tedious to get up and down, but you can dig your shaft straight down. It's really nice on servers because you gotta have your claims and such, protected, and this way you don't have part of your mine shaft outside of your base. It's all protected. I think I got, I thought I had some coal in there. Well, I saw some on the landing. We don't even have a pickaxe. Jeez. No pickaxe. I broke them all mining. That'll do for now. Oh my goodness, child. Oh, okay, we got some iron on us too, so I'm going to make an iron pickaxe. Just to have it on hand. I like to keep an iron pick handy so that when I find stuff that requires it, I can just mine it up and not have to remember to come back. Oh my goodness. What is your problem, Squeaker? Oh, come here. Come here. Are you having bad dreams? Oh, no. Come here and tell me all about it. Huh? Oh, yeah? You want to say hi to YouTube? She knows about recording. Oh, no. Her mama is a Periscope star. Really? You're making it really hard to record.
My baby!
There's Mama.
I didn't go in.